shoutout, Ma'am Sat. Nandito tayo kay Attorney Enzo Recto. Siyempre, dito tayo sa mga maiiksi lang ang topic, Ma'am Sat. Silipin muna natin to. Wait lang. Naku, ang ganda ng mga topic ni Attorney. Nakakaba nga lang, 30 plus minutes, mga kabsat. Oh. Naku, na-chop-chop niya. Ang bilis naman ni Attorney. Na-chop-chop na lahat. Grabe si Attorney. Ang bilis mag-chop-chop, oh. Gravity. Ano yung mas maiksi dito? 7 minutes ago, ito na lang, latest, no? Kapunan at cheese, hinarang ang depensa, paraan ng pagtatanong, pinapatigil, o pinatigil.
Pas lang, tol. Dito ka na sa Buenas. Secure at legit. May 20%.
So, maiksi lang to, 9 minutes lang to.
Enzo Recto, kalaban ang katiwalian at kasinungalingan, kakampi sa katotohanan at kabutihan.
Nandun ka ho nung September 18, 2024.
Yan na.
Na hearing sa CGGPA.
Nag-attend po ako ng mga meetings pero hindi ko na po matandaan yung exact date.
Okay. Ito yung nandun si Attorney Camora. Hindi niyo matandaan.
Hindi ko, basta nag-attend po pero hindi ko na matandaan yung exact date.
Okay. So, in that hearing, now, are you aware that she was asked by Representative Swansing about the grounds for disallowance under the second notice of disallowance? Did you know that?
Alam mo ba?
Pwede po bang, excuse me.
Yes, we will flash the TSN. Don't worry, Counsel.
It's okay if you don't recall, Jean. Silene.
Hindi ko na po maalala yung exact na.
Maybe just be clarified. Is counsel referring to a September?
September 18, 2024 hearing.
Of the committee.
Okay, let's go. Let's flash page 29 of the TSN. On that hearing, pages 29 and 30. Please, Tech. Okay na ho? Okay, so, in that hearing, no, Attorney Camora said, yes, good morning, Madam Chair. As to the 2022 notice of disallowance, no, there were 3. Kasi nga tinanong siya kung ano yung grounds, no. Then the chairperson, sabi, ma'am, pakilakasan po yung boses ninyo, hindi marinig. Ms. Camora, okay, there were 3 items that are part of the notice of disallowance. The first one is non-submission of documents on the payment of rewards. The second one is charging some items that are not compliant under the rules, joint circular. And the third one is non-submission of the revised accomplishment report on the OVP to the 3 regulatory offices, which are the office of the President, the Senate President, and the Speaker of the House of Representatives. Because they submitted the original one and they made an amendment. And then Representative Swansing said, Mr. Chair, if COA, and then the chairperson said, please proceed, Congresswoman Swansing. Representative Swansing, may I please be enlightened to explain to us, because it seems a little bit technical as to how it was explained by COA, kung pwede hong maipaliwanag sa atin in non-technical terms as to the grounds for disallowance. Okay. Chairperson, COA, pakisimplify, please explain it in layman's term. Ms. Camora, yes, basically, the disallowance are because hindi po nag-submit ng required documents under the joint circular. Do you confirm that?
Yes po, based po sa...
Okay, na sinabi niya yan.
Okay.
So, okay. Let's go to the April 14, 2026 hearing sa COJ, Committee on Justice. Nandun mo kayo?
Opo, pero hindi ko na rin po gaano maalala yung
Sige,
specifics.
okay lang. No? We will flash the TSN, the relevant TSN for that. No? Yes, we are referring to page 194 of the COJ TSN dated April 14, 2026. Kindly flash it on the screen. 194. Okay. Okay. So, in that hearing, Representative De Lima asked Attorney Camora, no, if there's anything in the COA decision dated April 10, 2026, stating that the alleged misuse of funds, Okay, just to lay the basis, no? Dito sa hearing na to, tinanong si Attorney Camora na kung may decision na ba ho yung COA dun sa appeal ni respondent. Tama ho? Maalala niyo lang.
Yun po ba yung sa...
April 14 na hearing.
pero pertaining po ito dun sa fourth quarter 2022 ng
Yes,
RTP.
sakto po.
Opo.
Okay, so tinanong siya, no? Sinabi niya may decision na nga dated April 10. And then Representative De Lima propounded some questions which are found on page 194 of the TSN. So sabi ni Representative De Lima, meron din hubang nakasabi, although I know nasabi nga po, nilinaw po ng ating chair na let's wait for the copy. Yung talagang official copy of the decision. Although you have it already, but we want really yung pinaka-official in the sense na nandyan yung hard copy. Attorney Camora said, opo. Representative De Lima, ay natatandaan niyo ho ba kung yung decision na yan ay may nakasabi doon na mali talaga yung paggamit ng mga confidential fund sa OVP at hindi alinsunod sa circular, sa joint circular. Ms. Camora said, Madam Chair, it's sandali lang po ulit. Then Representative De Lima, hindi sa mga tamang gamit ng confidential funds as prescribed under the joint circular. And then Ms. Camora said, nakalagay po in this case, the accomplishment report on the utilization of confidential and intelligence funds, the DEPs and the certification submitted failed to comply with the guidelines and conditions set forth under the joint circular po.
Your Honor, please, if I may interject at this
What
moment.
is the interjection of Attorney Kapunan?
Your Honor, please, counsel is reading from transcripts. She is reading from transcripts which are, we have judicial notice of these transcripts, Your Honor. But she is reading statements of other people and asking this witness about statements of Hamora, about statements of other people, Your Honor, just by her being present there, Your Honor. Now, if that is their intention, then they should present that witness here. Because that witness can testify on her personal knowledge. You are asking this witness who was just there, she can state that a meeting actually occurred, that she was there. But if you are going to ask her to confirm, for what purpose, Your Honor? These transcripts will show the presence of Hamora. It will show her presence.
I'd like to thank Attorney Kapunan. You did not make an objection, but I would have sustained it. Attorney Christine, counsel for respondent, this was one of the warnings of the presiding officer at that time directed at the prosecution, actually, when they asked for the court to take judicial notice of it, not to use the transcripts to read into the record certain things that is not being testified to by a witness that has personal knowledge over it. If you recall our interjections in relation to the Las Cañas affidavit, this is similar to that. So unless you are referring to the witness herself who testified there, kindly present the witness that you are reading the statements of, because this is only as to tenor, as to the fact that Camora said this. You can confront the witness through another way without reading certain statements made, because the opposing counsel might just do this to you at some point, which I will also not allow, to be fair.
Yes, I understand, Your Honor, but
Thank you, Your Honor.
but the witness already confirmed that she was at the hearing. I'm just asking if she remembers that these statements
It's a
being made.
it's a way and technique, counsel.
But anyway, Your Honor, we will
Attorney
just-
Kapunan might just do that.
Yes, we will
with the
just
transcripts
ask.
at some point, which I also will not allow. So
we will just ask the question at the right time, Your Honor.
kindly do so at the right
At the
time and with the right
time,
witness.
Your
counsel.
Honor, please, at the right time and to the right witness.
Yes.
Not the right witness, Your
Just as the presiding officer stated. Move on, Attorney Christine.
Bunyog, halikan na kasama ka.
Butragis, durog na durog pa din si Atty. Per dyan na, Diyos ko Lord. O siya, mag-last topic tayo, Ma'am Sat, no? Kasi mag-dinner break, tapos balik tayo ng alas 9. So, fast dinner break lang ako maya. Okay, countdown tayo kaagad, Ma'am Sat. Again, shoutout sa mga bago pasok. Huwag kalimutang mag-like and subscribe. Countdown tayo, here we go.